Kalen DeBoer, University of Alabama.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Good to see you. Coach, you're in the midst of a quarterback competition. How much does the leadership provided with the player-led practices influence your decision for the starter in the fall?
Oh, I think it's everything. It's not just about those practices. It's about what you see each and every day. And I mean, we got two great leaders, and so it has to be that way. I know that the respect by the team is what it needs to be. They believe in these guys as quarterbacks on the field. They also really love who these guys are as people off the field, and they're great. They're great teammates, and so they've obviously got different personalities. It comes out in different ways, but they attack every day. They go after it with their teammates, and I know the competition's strong right now, and it's going to be that way, I know, through the fall.
Coach, what would you like to tell your fan base about how you address the offensive line situation moving forward?
The offensive line.
Right.
Well, I mean, we've brought in a number of players. We had to with the graduation of 5 guys, a couple guys in the NFL, a couple more in the portal. So there were some needs. Of course, we had brought some high school guys in, and the rest had to be filled in with the portal. So they're all working hard. Love the direction that it's headed. Coach Clem, our offensive line coach, has done a great job. Not just from a teaching aspect, but the chemistry. Really pushing them, and he has great high expectations. He's done it at a high level. He knows it's supposed to look like, not just in college, but the NFL. And those guys really, I think, respect that part about it. And his efficiency of teaching, I think, stands out to me, and they appreciate that.
Coach Ryan Williams in his 3rd year with the program, been there your whole time. In this era where people bounce around, what does that mean to you, and how has he developed in his time there, now entering year 3?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that he's already in year 3. Time's flown by, and I guess first thing I want to say is how proud I am of what he is also off the field, not just on the field. And that's what everyone sees, but here's a guy that's going to have his degree by the end of December, and that's 2.5 years. He's full-fledged in the schoolwork, spring, fall, and even right now in the summer. But from a leadership standpoint, he's out front, center with the team. He's a voice. He's one that guys count on. He's a great teammate. And then just as far as your question, just with the portal and him sticking around, man, he just I think he made that commitment when he came, and he's a guy that just stands by his word. And I know that there's a lot of opportunities that probably have come across his plate in one way or another. And I just appreciate who he is as a person, and what he wants to do here at Alabama. And so looking forward to him building on what he's done already in the spring and the summer, leading into a great fall.
Kind of the heart of recruiting season getting cranked up. How do you feel about the class so far? Don't have a huge number of commitments, but how do you feel about things?
Yeah, we've got a good number of guys with another big weekend this weekend. Expect some guys that haven't announced that we are aware of will be with us. And so just getting the right guys. I mean, that's really what it's about. It's getting the right players in. I think we did a good job of that the first couple of years we were here. It shows up in their playmaking on the football field. We've played a lot of young guys that started on the field as freshmen or became starters or played starter reps, I guess, that number of reps. And looking for the development of those guys to pay off here this year. The guys that we bring in need to fill the gaps that we have and what we expect with graduation guys to the NFL. And so, I think our staff does a great job of really sorting through it and coming up with the right people to fit our program and make our culture even stronger.
You've been down here a few times for Senior Bowl golf tournaments and recruiting, I'm sure. How important was it for you to make inroads with the high school coaches and all that down here in the corridor, both in the Mobile and mid-school areas?
Yeah, the level of football that's played here has been critical to the success of what we've done, with our tradition here for many years, and it will be critical for our success in the future. And so, something that I caught on to really quick when you didn't have to study the program long to figure out where a lot of the great players came from. So we'll continue to really focus hard on recruiting down here, looking forward to many more trips, obviously, meeting the great people here.
And since you've been at Alabama, what's been the most surprising thing that, you've seen or noticed? Anything you didn't expect that now after being there for a little bit, you know anything surprising?
I mean, the passion isn't surprising to me because you knew about it, and I mean, you felt it all the way across the country, throughout many years, the expectations and all that. So, that's what I came here for. That's what we signed up for, and so I think that's what a lot of people expect to be the surprise. But that's what was exciting about coming here. It's just it's probably the biggest surprise is how many people outside the state, wherever you go, the following, and it's Roll Tide everywhere, and so that's enjoyable. It's a great part of my job. It's fun seeing all the people from coast to coast, that love the Crimson.